A huge moo to the herd, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Automation Empire. Quick recap on the previous episode. We've set up our basic mining facility. We're producing coal ore, which our minecarts are then delivering to our large storage container. That's being siphoned off by our research bays to be converted into research points. And also we have a crate maker, which is turning the coal ore into crated coal ore, which our little drones are off loading the trucks up to be sold. So previous episode we'd unlocked the refiner, and one of the next things I wanted to unlock was the step conveyor. So I think what the first job we're going to do is to pop down our factory. So if I go here, I want a nice big enough factory area, but not too big. Alright, so I can't build there. One of the things I want to do is I want to take some minecart track, not actually connect it, but just because I can use the minecarts to feed into the factory. So if I've got that way, so yeah, that works fine. Let's pop you down there for now. And I want to be, I think, just about here with my factory. And just give ourselves a reasonable amount of space. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go down to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 2, 4, 6, 7. I'll do a 7 by 7 factory, relatively compact. Now, as you can see from the factory, I need to connect power. We haven't got water at the moment, so it's not something we're going to worry too much about. So I'm just going to take a cable and we'll just pop that here. And if I click off, you'll see that my building is now connected. This means that anything within the factory is now going to be powered. The other thing we're going to need is some doors. So I'm going to just drop a door in here. Oh, that's Murphy's Law for you. It's not going to line up. We'll see. We'll see. Can I drop another one there just in case I need it? Okay, so first things first, I want to try and get my goods into the factory. So let's take our minecart and, oh, look at that. How annoying. I'm going to use this piece of S-track, this one here, there, and see that still doesn't line up. But if I drop that there and then drop this one here, perfect. So that is now lined up. And I can then bring my minecart track in along here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I think a small container is probably all I need for this. Yeah, and plus I can't afford it anyway. And I'm going to get a transfer tube and I'm going to pop that along here up the back wall. Okay. So once that transfer tube's in place, I'll get this small container in now that I can afford it. Right, this will take the minecarts and feed the coal into here. And then I can get another transfer tube and drop it in there once I had enough cash, which I don't, so I'll have to wait. How are we doing crates wise? Right, this one's got 30 crates, so I can add that in there. I'm getting close to my step conveyor, which I will need very soon to be able to make my coal, because coal is good. Right, so we're 2 crates off of that one and another 18 crates, sorry, 3 crates off of that one and 18 crates off of that one. We'll drop this one in here. So my goal is once I connect this minecart track up, the minecart will come in, unload its coal into this container, which can store 40 coal, and then this will output it onto the step conveyors once we've unlocked them. So where are we on that one? 2 crates off, and 17 crates off there, and then we'll be able to unlock it. Also need some more cash. How are we doing cash-wise? Previous revenue for the previous month was 25,340 and power and taxes 12,880. So we're still making money, which is the important thing. And are we glowing green? We are indeed, so we'll claim that. I can now unlock my step conveyors. Bing. That means we can start work here. So, what do we want to do? We want to do is to take... yeah, will this work? Should do. Yeah, so the first thing I need is a crate maker. Crate maker, make me a crate. Insufficient funds, so I need 15,000 for that. So what we'll try and do is, if this fits in here, which I've got a feeling it probably won't, but we can hope. I've got a feeling it's too close, in which case I might move that down a bit. Let's wait till we've got some more funds. So the idea is we'll put a crate maker here. That will make crates, which will then receive the coal ore, and we'll have a line of stuff down here. Then we can use some additional tools to move those into lines for our smelters. And then we can stack those up and we can output those around here somewhere. And then have our little drones come and collect everything for us. Again, it's still pretty slow. I'm wondering if we want to get an additional drone. The problem is they do spend a lot of time just standing around waiting for the trucks. So I don't see any real benefit of getting them at the moment. They might speed things up, but they also might just collide into each other all the time. I do want to try and, whatever output from here, we want to make it as close to this as possible so they're not spending so much time going backwards and forwards. One thing I would like to try is, can I put a pit stop on both sides? No. That's a shame. I could put one there. Alright, well, how are we doing? We've got a nice big injection of cash there. How much is my crate maker? 15,000. I would probably want another injection of cash before I do that, just in case it puts me under. Yep, just like that. And research-wise, 7 crates there, 12 crates there. And off goes our truck. I think this is one of the early criticisms. There's a lot of periods of not being able to do much apart from wait, because you have to wait for the goods to be sold, the cash to come in, and then will this work? It's close. It might work. I think we should try it. Right, so crate maker to there, and then step conveyor here, and I'm gonna go we're tight on cash. Go and wait for another injection of cash. Truck's just gone off. That's a good sign. Come on. I could afford this, but then I'd probably go red the minute the taxes and power come out. Well, he's off. Oh, there we go. Right, so the step conveyor will only move goods along when there's an available slot. So as you can see, crates made, it was filled up there and then moved along. If there's no way it can move, it's not going to be able to move it along. So what's our goal? Right, our goal is to build these. They're called transfer claws. I rotate them on the arrow, and I'm going to pop one just here, and then have our step conveyors this direction. Not too many. And then I want our refiner, which is going to cost us 10,000, so we need to wait for a bit more money to come in. So the idea of this is I can now, once I've got it all connected up, I can output coal along this line. These claws will lift it on to these belts, so I can have multiple refiners next to each other. That's the theory anyway. Just let our drones do their things. A bit more cash coming in. Are we up maximum? Well, we're not doing too badly. Oh, nice green there. Claim some more credits, or research points I should say. So this is one of those moments where it's like, I'm sure, is there a speed up game thing? So I can speed past this. Alright, we'll be right back once we've got a bit more cash in. And we're back. We've got a bit more cash in now, so let's drop our refiner down. I'll pop him right here. And then what I'll do is get a step conveyor. Do I want more than that? Yeah, I think so. And then I'm going to have a step conveyor going this way to output our goods. Ooh, we went a bit negative. Now, will I get cash in time, or do I have to? Oh, yes, I did. And we'll get a transfer claw at the end. And we've got our first smelter in place. So I think the next thing to do is just to connect this track up. And our minecarts should now start coming into here. And filling this up. Now, one of the problems I can just see right now is there's not enough track to unload all three. So I'm just going to extend that as far as I can. What I may need to do is move this all down a bit, but we'll see what happens. Now, one of the problems I've just realised, is because this step conveyor is full, it's not going to move anything along, which is a pain. So, I should... Let's see, there should be a way of actually deleting these. Well, I think there's an easy way to delete these. Just delete it. Get the money back. Right, so there's no point in having anything more than that. So now our smelter is turning our coal ore. Every 10 seconds it will turn it into coal. And then once that's done, this will be moved along to this one. Now my goal is, if I drop a door in here, yep, that should fit, is to get some more step conveyors to here. Dink, dink, dink. 2 should be enough, I think. And then what I want is some unload stations. I think we'll just do 1 for now. And if I activate this at a high priority, what we should find, if I just lower the priority of this one, because coal's going to be worth more to me, when a truck comes in, we should find our drones will come in and grab the coal, which will get me more money and, more importantly, more weight to allow me to do some other stuff. So, as you can see, the drones are pretty slow. So it's going to take a bit of time. And because there was nothing sitting in the unload station, because I've only got the one there, the drone's gone, oh, I don't need to do anything more, so I will go and grab something else. So as soon as I can, I want to add a couple more unload stations in to try and keep a coal running as quickly as possible. Right, so how are we doing for cash? Let's have a quick look. So our record 3-month weight output is 78 kilos, and last month we did 66 kilos. But with that additional coal, we did 90 kilos and got a lot more cash. So let's add some more unload stations in. How far can we go? Right, so that takes it from there. So I've got 3 unload stations there. But we've come across a problem in that, because I need to extend this step conveyor all the way down this way. Because the step conveyors only work if the belt's empty, you could get this potential problem where it just backs up. So this has now gone right to the end, and because it has, nothing else is moving. So we're just going to clear that, and we just need to be aware of it. We don't want resources to be waste. Go to waste, I should say. Ooh, we're in negative again. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell off these. And sell off that as well. And that gives us a bit more cash, but with all the coal coming in, we should hopefully start to see some more positive. Sorry for the zipping around like that. I hope no one has motion sickness. Again, we do need to be a bit careful of this particular problem. I think what the best thing to do is actually, if I just have it so that the claw can sit there. Yeah, that works a lot better until we're ready to add the additional refiners in. That way things don't get stuck up. Right, how are we doing? Right, we can already see that our 3-month weight output has gone up. We've now got 108 kilos. Last month's revenue was 24,000, so we're making about just under 6,000 per month. So we want to try and get as much of more money as possible. To do that, we probably need to up our coal production. How are we doing for research? I've got about almost 40 crates worth there, 22 crates. Let's bank those. So that gives me 93,000. So because I can't unlock any of these because of weight, I think what would be worth doing is looking at research upgrades. I think a good one to start off with would be to unlock the truck interval, because we've got drones waiting around for some time. If we can reduce the time that their trucks take to get here, we can get more stuff going through. So let's just buy that. And as soon as we can, we'll try and get it down to -3 seconds as well. So we're a bit way off now. We only need another 7,000, but don't forget we can only bank into multiples of 20 crates. So we should get more trucks coming through now. And if I just click out that, see the time taken, that should be a little bit quicker. And we've got plenty of goods here. So we should start seeing our money coming up quite nicely. And what we can then do is invest in some more drones. Well, at least one more drone, because we're almost at top drone population. Alright, how much are my drones? 4,000. Yeah, let's drop another drone in there. And as soon as we can, we'll reduce the truck interval to get more trucks to get our goods out the door quicker. And the other thing I want to do is increase the production of coal, to see if we can... Coal ore's fine, but if I could get almost exclusively coal going, then I'm going to get a lot more money for each trip. Because, I mean, if you look at that truck, it's already got 6 crates of coal rather than coal ore. So that's, excuse me, 60 kilos rather than 6 kilos. And if we look at our weight, so our now 3-month weight output is 252 kilos. So we've already made a quite significant increase there. So I think we've just got about enough money to start considering our next line, which is this one. So I'm going to drop our refiner here. We're going to just replicate exactly what I've done before. So, ooh, that's wrong. Put you back down, and like that. And again, we'll just run you to here. We'll get our claws in place. And we'll put our step conveyors in. So now we've doubled our output. And hopefully our cash will start to go up quite rapidly. We are still fair way off on that. We've got about 8 crates in each of those to do. And we are pretty full on that. So we've got a big enough buffer for our refiners to produce plenty of coal. One of the things I'd really like to do is scrap this. And just rely purely on coal. So we can get more money in, be a bit more efficient, and allow us to move into the next stage. And I may do that in a bit. We are getting close to, yeah. So this is a concern because this belt is full. It's only ever going to move when things are empty. So I really need to think about getting a buffer of some kind in here. I mean, ideally, what I'd like to be able to do is get it so that we can almost have it sitting right here so that the guys just go backwards and forwards and it's really quick. We'll have to think about how we do that. I think what would be good is to get a second pit stop in, I think. Because that, coupled with what we've got, we can probably increase our thing. So I'm just going to drop a pit stop in here. Again, remember when you drop anything else, its priority is set to off. So we'll set that to high. And that will allow a second truck to come in. We are going to need some more drones to get things moving, though. So again, we'll need to think about how we do that. Ooh, 3 trucks. This is strange. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to need some more drones or a more efficient way of getting things around. Let's see how our research labs are going. We're 2 crates off of each of those to speed up our truck times. We've got coal pretty much coming up quite nicely. I think one thing I want to change is I want the unload belts to be along here at this door. So let's take our unload stations. I want them dropped. Yeah, I think 4 should be a good enough number. And what I'm going to do is going to waste a bit of coal, I'm afraid, is clear those unload stations. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag that to there and that to there. And now our coal lines should go quite nicely. And because our unload stations are sitting here, the drone should have less distance to travel to get there. And because we've got, how many is that? 5? Things can just sit there ready and waiting for them. And I think the last thing I want to do, because I'm producing enough coal, is I want to set off this. Alright, so, ooh. Oh, it seems that the crate maker was also providing power. So now back things go. That's what that big shutdown sound was. Come on, guys. Why aren't you... Ah, because I forgot to set this to high. Oops. Mistakes were made, but rectified quite easily. Right, so now our drones will go off and load up everything. And we've got some nice coal moving everywhere. And I think we're at a good point to wrap this episode up. I think next episode we'll look at if we can improve the efficiency of our outputs. We will... Have we got enough? Yes, I've got enough to speed up our research, but I'm not going to do it just yet because, as you can see, I've got 2 trucks sitting here. So we're not quite in a good position to utilize the quicker truck times, because at the moment trucks are sitting there because our drones can't load them up. So we'll look at a more efficient way of unloading. We will start exploring other options available to us. So for instance, over here we have some iron. So what we might want to do is kind of replicate the setup we've got here, but for iron ore, and turn that into iron. And then what we can then do is look down further on. So one of the things we've got is we can take coal and iron and turn it into steel plates. Now steel plates have a 13 kilograms weights per crate as opposed to 10, so that 3 additional kilograms could be quite useful for us unlocking some more targets. To get the combiner, we're going to need 50 iron crates and 50 coal crates anyway, and we're also going to need 6,000 kilos. So quite a bit of research needs to be done. We're also going to need 500,000 research points, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but we'll do that in next episode. So all that's left is for me to wish you a good day, and I hope you join me next time. Until then, bye.